completely and utterly just obliterated and destroyed Doc and exposed everything with Dr. Speck and all the nonsense and drama that's been going on, and has restarted again in the last week or so with NICKMERCS, Lupo, TimTheTatman. And Zlaner has now just completely thrown Dr. Speck under the bus, and in my opinion has done irrefutable damage to Dr. Speck's credibility and his career. And after watching this video, if you still think Doc is innocent,
and I got news for you, that means you're gay.
And with that being said, let's get into it.
Daniel, brother, I owe nobody an apology, man. I think that was the wildest statement I've ever heard. If anything, I'm pretty sure he owes proof and then probably an apology to the boys. I think that was some of the most narcissistic, disrespectful shit I've honestly ever heard. But anyway, Casey to get a $10 super chat.
So right there, Dr. Suspect getting shot in the face from Zlaner because Doc told on his spaz out when he was spiraling out, going nuts on his stream, said that he would want an apology from Zlaner. And we get further into this about 5-6 minute long explanation and expose on Dr. Suspect and what's really going on. You'll see that the answers to clear Doc's name are quite simple and aren't being done. And people like Zlaner, who gave Doc the benefit of the doubt for the longest time possible, are now having enough of the bullshit, I think, of Doc trying to make himself look good at the expense of other people.
As well, baby. Manuel, think the one gifted membership. I appreciate that, baby. Thank you. Those were good times, man. Hey, listen, because that's what good friends do, man. It's just, you do that. But then, like, new information can arise. You know what I'm saying? Years can go by and new information can arise that you previously didn't even know was the case. And actually, we're under a completely different understanding for years and years and years, thinking that it was actually, like, some other problem, which I stood by and defended the whole time. I turned down tons of deals. I did so many different things to kind of shove it in their face for fucking my friend over. Little did I know that it was actually mistakes of his own, and it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that there aren't people that aren't maybe out to get him in some way. But for the whole narrative to be that everyone's out to get him and that these are all blown into proportion things. Listen, I've already said my piece on this, folks. You guys can. I will respect anyone's opinion. Everyone is totally fine having whatever opinion they want. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But I'm just not on board with inappropriately talking to minors. I'm not on board with that. So that is why I step away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is why I've stepped away.
Now, the argument is that it was inappropriate, but not that inappropriate, and that it was all just taken out of context and everything is overblown and they're all attacking me and trying to cancel me, according to that's Doc's take, which we have to be clear is what a person would say who has been doing some weird stuff. Everyone who gets, we'll see later here, he talks about too, everybody who gets confronted by Chris Hansen, have a seat, always has the innocence beginning idea of like, oh, we were just talking and this and that. And quite frankly, as we'll get in here later, there is quite an easy way for Doc to clear himself instead of attacking everybody and claiming innocence and everyone owes him apology and it's just a bunch of people after him. It's quite easy to clear his name, which he has not done. And that might be, really simply, show the chat log. There's no legal obligation where you can't show the chat logs. If it was that innocent, simply show what was said. That's all there is to it. Problem solved. No more issues, no more he say, she say, no more conjecture, but no one is showing the chat logs because perhaps maybe if you did show the chat logs, it wouldn't look as innocent as one is claiming. If there is some legal reason as to why you can't show the chat logs, then yes, but no one has said that. Doc has never said I can't legally show the chat logs. No one has ever said it's not legal to show the chat log. No one has ever said that.
And I've already made that clear. I made that clear when I made an announcement. And guess what? That announcement that I made, when I made a statement fucking half a year ago now, when everything was going down, do you know when that statement was made? That statement was made not after news articles broke out and I'm trying to save face or do anything like that. It happened multiple weeks after. Innocent until proven guilty, until he made his statement. That's all I needed. I waited. I was thinking, he's gonna any day now, a post is gonna come out. He's gonna clear all this up. It's gonna make sense. And the second I saw that he admitted to inappropriately talking to a minor, boom. That's enough for me, man. That's enough for me. I'm sorry. I can't get on board with that, especially when you have a wife and a child.
And that's his opinion, right? So there's two people here. Either you think that's okay and it's not that big of a deal, or you think that you're like a Zlaner take, and this is what he said, your opinion is what you want. If you want to take your opinion, hey man, whatever, it's your own opinion. The fact that Doc says that Zlaner owes him an apology for sticking by his own morals and his own beliefs, as he said, is the most narcissistic thing he's ever heard in his life. Like, you openly admitted to talking inappropriately to a minor, and you're married with kids and you're 40-something years old. For some people, that is like, hey, I'm done. And you have to respect that. The fact that Doc can't respect that or accept that and has given no proof otherwise to show that the context of the direct messages really wasn't that inappropriate. So what is someone supposed to believe, right? You have to believe what you believe. And like I said, Zlaner has a lot more to go here, where he gets a little more upset and starts to cook the Doc and throw him under the bus even more so.
Especially when you have a wife and a child. I can't. That is my own personal morals that I like to stand by. I can't. I don't know why. Like, everybody else can. Like I said, I'll respect anyone else's opinion. Watch and consume any content of whoever you'd like to, and believe whatever you'd like to believe. I'd like to also believe what I believe, and have my own morals and places where I draw certain lines. You know what I mean? You're not going to hear me out here disrespecting people or even trying to talk about it anymore. It's fucking 99% of the time, it's just people always coming in here asking, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on that? It's like, bro, I'm here trying to do my own thing.
And you got to respect that. You got to respect if someone like Zlaner or even NICKMERCS, who, you know, as we all know here, not the biggest fan of, even those people, they don't owe Doc anything at all. And if you want to support Doc, that's your opinion too. That's your own, I guess, prerogative. That's your Bobby Brown. But to demand, Dr. Respect, demand these people respect and believe everything and go against their own beliefs and moral systems or their own interpretations of what's going on is just crazy on Doc's behalf. And I honestly believe that. Like, hey, if you want to support the Doc, watch his streams and think it's all just some purple-haired liberal manhunt of an alpha male guy who is against the system, that's your own choice. But Zlaner ain't about that, and he's going to try to cook them. But once again, show the chat logs. End of problem.
I can't be involved. I just can't. I can't be involved with that. Like, it's that simple. I don't know if this was anybody else, not a celebrity, someone from your hometown that you heard of talking to your child, brother, this wouldn't even be a story. It wouldn't. All I needed to see
Shot the Reaper
was that, because that's what I was thinking was going to happen. I was thinking, okay, well, you know, no, none of this is real. All this news coming out, he's going to come on in a day or two. He's going to clear it all up. It's going to be simple. What ended up actually happening? He came on and admitted that he did that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well now I'm stuck at a crossroads, because here's someone that I am a friend. I should have some type of like bias towards this, which I almost kind of did. Like the whole time I'm scrolling for those weeks and weeks and weeks, I'm scrolling, I'm reading articles, I'm reading different things, I'm reading the updated news coming out. I'm waiting for his response. I'm waiting for that to happen. Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? I'm slowly starting to be like, okay, well, no, maybe he's just taking some time, whatever, getting his shit together, lawyers, etc., whatever. Then comes out and says that, and I'm like, oh, okay, well then there's no further thing to explain. There's no new information or new stuff that needs to come out for my mind to be changed. If you admit that is what you did, if you admit that you're inappropriately talking to minors, I can't get on board with that. I said this fucking 6 months ago in a Twitter post, on a video. I still believe that today. I will believe that for the rest of my life. If you are a full-grown adult man and you are talking to a minor inappropriately, that is weird. I'm sorry, bro. That is
250 season something rebirth. Sure.
I can't get on board with that.
Yeah, let's just clear the air here right now. No matter how inappropriate or not inappropriate, but they were inappropriate, self-admittedly by Doc. If you're 40 years old, married with kids, it doesn't matter how inappropriate it is. It doesn't even matter if it was inappropriate. You shouldn't be talking to any girl in direct messages who's a minor or who is not even a minor anyways. You shouldn't be having inappropriate conversations with any girl. You're married. You already cheated on your wife. You already did that, and now you're still talking inappropriately to girls. I mean, come on. At the very least, scumbag move. I mean, they just got to admit it. Like, you just have, this narcissism, like Zlaner said, is like crazy, right? Like be like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. All right, you know what? My bad, right? But that hasn't even happened yet either. It's nothing but just excuse makings. I did nothing wrong. I got paid. Lawyer talk. And quite honestly, point I like to make here, which is the most important, you and me watch this video. We aren't friends with Doc. We never spent any time with Doc. We don't know anything about the guy. We have very little, any interaction except the person you see online entertaining you or me. And these people are his actual friends who spent days and months, years, also behind the scenes apparently, still talking, hanging out. And they have decided to cut ties with the guy. But people who don't really know the guy are just fanboys, defend him like as if it's their own dad who's been accused, and they have some kind of, kinship with him. Once again, I'm taking the stance as Zlaner. Well, you believe whatever you want, right? You can say whatever you want. You can have your own morals, your own moral compass, your own opinions. I have said from the very beginning, not a pedo. You know what I'm saying? That's just some stupid 12-year-old idiot talk, internet talk. But definitely a creep. 100%. Like creepy behavior. 100%. Like, who knows how far it would have gone. Zlaner gets in that here in the last minute or two of the conversation. And then, I think kind of like the video says, Doc's career, as far as like anybody, who's got any kind of moral compass or has been a friend or who isn't completely blind fanboy, is done with the guy. Really can't be like blamed for that. That you can't blame anybody for taking the stance they're taking against Doc. Like, self-admittedly, 40-year-old man, married with kids, already cheated on his wife, now talking to a minor, indirect messages, self-admittedly inappropriate. If he just said, yeah, we're having a talk, it wasn't inappropriate, totally normal, I don't know what everyone's freaking out about, we were just making jokes. No, inappropriately, self-admitted, married, creepy behavior.
I don't care if illegal stuff happened. I can't get on board with that because that's how every fucking episode of To Catch a Predator begins, brother. You get caught in the fucking in the infancy stages of it before anything bad does happen, and then Chris Hansen comes out and says,
"Oh, baby,
what were your intentions?
Yeah,
oh, my intentions were never to do this and this." How can anyone believe you? How can anyone believe that is actually true? How do you expect for people to believe you and not think that you're delusional for thinking that? Just take 2 seconds out of your day. If you did nothing wrong, if you said nothing wrong, screenshot, no text needed, no explanation needed, screenshot, show what was said. And if it wasn't that bad, then there's no reason it shouldn't be shared. And don't say there's NDAs or there's things that are holding back, because there's not. He himself has admitted every party has already broken NDAs and everything, so everything is on the table. Everything can.
And that's it right there. It's over. That is him throwing them under the bus. That is Dr. Disrespect's career ended right there. Zlaner just ended it. It's over right there. If there's nothing that egregious, there is, just show the chat log. And the problem solved, because if the chat logs didn't make him look horrible, make him look like a predator, or make him look bad and could clear his names, he would show it. That's it right there. It's over. There's no defending Doc Disrespect any way whatsoever, unless you just want to be a fan and you don't care about what he's doing and you don't really give a damn and you can overlook it. Because that really is it right there. Zlaner said himself, there's no NDAs, there's nothing legal stopping anybody from showing the chat logs, show the facts, problem solved, it's over. Right there. It's over. Clear your name. But he doesn't.
On the table.
God, so
he's choosing not to share that information.
There you go.
Two teams dropped to us.
And then to say I need I owe nobody an apology, man. That's some narcissistic level stuff, to be honest, bro. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Don't meet your heroes, folks. Don't meet your heroes.
I mean, damn.
Sad ending.
There it is. Don't meet your heroes. Show the chat logs, but he's not, because it's bad. End of story. There it is. Doctor's Respect is what it is. You can have your own opinions, have your own takes. I still don't think he's a pedo, because 17's not that age. It's just creepy, and he's just a bit of a, creep. It's a creep. That's it, man. And expecting other people to bow down to you and apologize is nuts. And I understand not liking NICKMERCS and those people or whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is, what you think it is. It is what I think it is. It is what he thinks it is. But the facts are there. And I think Zlaner actually probably did the best job of anybody showing his side of the story and keeping it real and packing steel. With that being said, I'm the Ghost of 8. Thanks for watching. Stay black. Question authority. Don't let the high cracker until you shave judges. Don't lose arms. Chase up. Lose. Do tar. 7 that people were all flat. Move fake. I'll go for as far as get white man. Bring it down.